The third annual Debsterism Video-A-Day DEBRUARY programming starts on February 1st and runs through the entire month of February, affectionately known as Debuary in honor of me. What we do is feature a video every single day that is designed to inspire and motivate you and educate you on how to move better in the world. This year's theme is called Making the Magic Happen in Life and Love, and I chose that because this year 2020 represents not only a new year but a new decade. And I think this is an opportune moment for us to, start kind of examining some long-held beliefs that we've had and things that we may not have really questioned about why we do the things we do and the mistakes that we've made. It's time to, bundle all that up and leave it behind as you move forward to this next decade. So in order to get you off to a great start, we're going to be looking at these 5 key points. Number 1, long-held beliefs that you've never questioned. Why do you think the way that you think? What's behind your judgments, your assessments, your interpretations of other people and their behaviors? Sometimes you gotta be on the wrong track. What's behind your belief about yourself and your abilities and your looks and your intellect and your creativity? All those kinds of things. What's behind that? Why do you think the things about yourself that you do? And why have you never questioned where you got those thoughts from, where those beliefs originated, and whether they work for you now or if they even ever did? Number 2, the things we're going to be covering, all of these things, these 5 key points over the course of the February programming, February 2020. This is number 2. Focus is on trifling people. As every 7 years, according to Sigmund Freud, we change. And that means that every 7 years we need to kind of reinvent ourselves. If you have some people or situations or things that are really holding you back, you need to shed them just like a snake sheds their skin. You need to learn how to move people out of your life when they are no longer serving your purposes. And I know that a lot of people are like, well, that really sounds selfish. It's not selfish. You have to benefit them just like they have to benefit you. It's a two-way street. It's not all about you giving to other people, especially men. And whether these people are your family or childhood friends, co-workers, sorors, whatever, everything and everyone has to be examined. And a lot of that's going to change. You have to have the courage to let that go. Number 3, dead-end romantic relationships. The length of time that women spend in a relationship seems to be like really important. That's one of the first things they mention in the advice letters. I've been with him for 6 months. We've been together for 2 years. We've been together for 10 years. That seems to be a very important thing to you guys. But my interpretation of that is that you don't want to feel like you wasted your time, right? So you want to make sure that this investment pays off. You're just you're ready to give up. You want to keep going. What can I do to make this work? That's a common question that comes across my computer. But what I have to tell you is that, they have that saying that says sometimes one man's trash is another man's treasure. But, sometimes the dude is just trash and you just have to throw it out and start all over again. You cannot try to recycle it. You can't change what they call a sow's ear into a silk purse. It just doesn't happen. So part of what we're going to be doing is getting you to examine the man that you have in your life and, what's he doing there? What benefit is he to you? Okay. Number 4, self-defeating behaviors. This is where your self-esteem and your confidence or lack thereof are usually the root cause behind behaviors that are self-defeating. There may be other reasons, like you just lazy, you just don't want to do nothing. So we got to factor that in too. But another part of that is female socialization, because basically women are trained from girlhood to see themselves as less important, less valuable, and there needs to be less I don't know. You just see yourselves as less, and it's something that is socialized into us. Religion, families do this a lot. They'll make the girls do things or perform to much higher standards than they do their sons. They'll tell the girls they got to get jobs. They support the boys. It's all kind of dynamics at work and families that sometimes you don't even really know what's going on. But that's your parents did that. Your religion may be doing that. You may have people that you're very, from a certain culture that elevates men over women. There's a lot of different reasons behind that, but it's all about your self-esteem and you feeling like you're valuable and important. Okay? So we're going to look at those kind of things. You want to get rid of anything that's shooting yourself in the foot and keeping you from achieving the dreams and the successes that you really want to have. And the final point, point number 5, we're going to talk about the mental change and hidden fears that keep you from moving forward. I remember back in the 90s when I worked for Net Noir, I set up an interview with Dr. Naeem Akbar out of Florida. He wrote this book that talked about the mental chains of slavery and the slavery's effect on African Americans and their belief in themselves and their choices that they made. And I think, as I've gotten older, at first I thought, oh, this man is crazy. What is he talking about? But as I've gotten older, I see what he means. There are a lot of people that have this, somebody's going to take care of me mindset. And we saw when Obama took office, a lot of black people like, well, he's not doing anything for us. He's not taking care of us. And the same attitude is like, I'm not going to do any action for myself. I'm going to put it in God's hands, or I'm going to, pray about it. All of these things are external things. It's not you taking action to solve your own problems and to make change in your own life. And so that's what I want to focus on. You cannot think that somebody else is going to just solve your problems. You have to take the action yourself, whether you're not doing it because of fear or just sheer laziness or this belief that some magical being is going to do it. I don't know what is behind it, but I do know that there are a lot of people whose minds are chained where they feel like they can't be successful. They're going to fail. Nobody's ever done it before. Black people don't do stuff like that. All these kind of things I've heard over the years, and they make absolutely no sense. So, for women, though, a lot of them have this attitude that, they have to serve a man like he's their master, this submission thing and all of this. So all of that, if you juxtapose it against how black people were in slavery, I really do understand now what he was talking about. So we're going to be looking at your hidden fears, and we're going to be looking at the mental change that you have on your mind, keeping you from doing the stuff that making the changes in your life that you need to be making. You have those chains on your heart, you have those chains on your mind, and we're going to figure out what you need to do to get rid of them. So as you can see, a lot of thought went into the programming for February 2020. And I do welcome your participation in this event. I think it'll be very exciting, very interesting. There's going to be fun. We'll be doing live streams, we'll be doing guest interviews, and we'll be doing uploads as well. Please share this link on your social media so we can get as many people over here to participate in these events as possible. We're also doing simultaneously a membership drive, a subscriber drive rather, to try to get reach the 25,000 subscriber goal by February 1st. So please share this video and let people know what's coming here and prior to the kickoff date, which is Saturday, February 1st. So you guys get ready. Hold on to your seats because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening on the Debsterism Channel. My name is Deborrah Cooper. I will see you real soon. Thanks for watching.